So we will use the 90 days. Okay. So we don't have a 30 days option here. What is the case status is the data entry. Case status is data entry, right? Then we will go through this source document. Who is the reporter? Is it mentioned? Who is the reporter?
Product quality department.
Quality department. For the quality department, who has reported? For the quality department, who has reported?
Patient.
Patient. So patient will be the reporter. We have to always look for the primary reporter. Okay. He or she, Mr. Right? So we see patient, primary reporter, Mr. Any other information regarding the reporter? No, right? We don't have any other information. Correct?
We have age group, age. Yeah.
No, patient.
So 40-year patient. 40-year-old.
No. The reporter that we will enter into the patient tab. The patient related information we will enter into the patient tab. But for the reporter information, we don't have any other information.
So, sir, we'll leave this first name column blank, or we'll mention unknown.
You can make it unknown, or you can leave it blank. If it is not reported, also you can leave it blank. Okay. For each and everything, we need not write unknown or not reported.
Okay.
Okay, so you can leave it also blank. If it is leave it blank, means it's already taken as a not reported. Okay. Then where we will have the source document in the additional document tab, right? So how you will attach the source document to the case? Additional. Yes. Word document, right? You will write Word document here. And we will attach the document from here. The edit option we will go for. First, we need to save the case. Okay. We haven't saved the case. We will save the case here. Then we will go to the edit option. Okay. Then it's a new source document. Okay. Then we will attach the document here. We will browse the system. We will locate the file. We'll look for the practice cases. It's still in the file called practice cases. Okay, here. Okay, so we will attach this document. It will be attached and save. So here the document has been attached. Okay, what patient information we have? If you don't have the initials or the name, you will write it as unknown. This is mandatory information. Okay, unknown. What is the sex? Is a male. Okay, age
40
years. Okay. Any other information regarding the patient apart from this?
He is suffering from, he is taking hypertension medication from past 4 years.
Medical history include the known case of
Hypertension.
Hypertension for the last 4 years.
Yes.
For the last 4 years. Correct? Yeah, last 4 years. Spelling is, you have to correct the spelling. So we will code the hypertension here. Okay. So is it concomitant, past or basic? What type of condition it is? Concomitant or past condition? Hypertension is curable or not?
Sir, concomitant, sir. It's still
Yeah,
ongoing.
still ongoing, concomitant. Okay. The patient disease term is hypertension. Okay. So if you have the hypertension, so this term is taken by the MEDRA. So you will have all the 5 hierarchies in MEDRA. What are the 5 hierarchies? 5 hierarchies in MEDRA: SOC, HLGT, HLT, PT, and LLT. Hypertension is linked to which disease? SOC, system organ class, is linked to vascular disorders. So is hypertension is a vascular disorder? What is hypertension? Increase in blood pressure above the normal, right? It's the cause because of the thinning of the blood vessels or hardening of the blood vessels mainly. Okay, the primary cause. There may be other secondary causes for the hypertension. Because of the other diseases, the blood pressure may increase. But those are for time being.
Renal failure and
Yeah, renal failure, thyroid may be, okay, thyroid disorders, etc. So there may be the secondary causes also. So here, this is the benign hypertension. So it's continuing. Yes, we don't know the start date of the hypertension, so we will not put any date. We don't know the end date of the hypertension. We will not put any date. Okay, it's continuing. Yes, continuing because there is no cure for the hypertension. So comments from the last 4 years, right? Any other information we need to add here apart from the hypertension for the medical history?
Yes, sir. About the
he is
stent.
also taking
We had stent.
Also taking
neurobion
tablet.
neurobion for that.
That's the
Neurobion.
concomitant medication. We will add the neurobion 4 tablet into the concomitant medication. The patient had
He
stent.
had stent.
So
He had
we will
stent.
add, yeah,
What you mentioned.
we will add the stent here also. Patient had stent, right? So we will look for the stent. What is stent now? Is it concomitant or past? Already the patient had the stent, right? It's a past now. That's why we read had. Okay. So stent. So we will look for the MEDRA term. So stent is not available in MEDRA dictionary. So we will look for the closely related stent, the word. So which word you can use here? You can just advise. Yes. Which term you can use here for the stent?
Coronary stent.
Coronary stent. Okay. That is the most common term, coronary stent. Insertion. Okay, coronary stent insertion. So it has been inserted, right?
Sir, how did it is mentioned that the patient is has stent?
Yeah, patient had stent. It's mentioned. Patient had stent 1 year back. Okay, we will add that. So we will select that 1 year back. Correct? Right? Okay. Medical history. Any other history? Medical history? No, right? Only two: hypertension, known case of hypertension, and the history of stent, right? Then we will go with the product. What are the different products we have? One is telmisartan, which is the antihypertensive drug, which is the ACE inhibitor. So it's a suspected drug. Okay. Therapy and flag, is it continued or discontinued? The drug?
Sir, continue.
Continued. Where is mentioned continued?
The patient is taking for hypertension.
And never explains the issue of taking the patient felt nausea. So it's continuing, that means, right? He hadn't stopped the medication. Or what do you want to say? Continued? Or not? It doesn't continue. Others?
Sir, not continued because he felt the side effects, then he reported.
He reported, or here we are not sure then.
Sir, but patient didn't know that this side effect is because of the decoloration and moisture. A health professional will know.
So it's better to leave it blank. Otherwise, we don't have the information because it is not confirmed whether it's continued or discontinued, right? So how you can say it is continued, but there is no information which is where you can confirm. Maybe he had stopped after having the nausea and vomiting. We don't know. Okay, that's why he reported and he want to know. Okay, so we better to leave it blank. So whenever, so the main funda behind to include the information, you should be able to save yourself in case of audit and inspections. If the auditor or the inspector asks you something, then you should be able to protect you. So tomorrow the auditor will say where the information is given and the patient is continuing, or where the information is given whether the patient has discontinued. So leave it blank. You can make a follow-up question here. Okay, you can keep this question to follow up to confirm, so that it was not clear with the initial source document. So I had requested this information during the follow-up. Correct? You can mention this statement in front of the auditor or inspector. Then the inspector and auditor will not say anything because it was not clear. That's the reason you have also made the follow-up. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You can leave it blank. So total period is not mentioned. The dose is not there. Any other information regarding the telmisartan? So here, whatever the information is missing, as I told you last class, you have to capture this information as a information to follow up. Got it? So now here, you don't know the start date of the drug. You don't know the end date of the drug. In case of it is stopped, you don't know the dose of the medication. You don't know the formulation. You don't know the frequency. Maybe telmisartan may be given once a day or twice a day. So we need to follow up all these informations. So what happened if the drug is stopped? What happened with the adverse event? Whether the adverse event disappear or not disappear, okay, or it lead to any complications? All this information has to be recorded, to be followed up, and the further information is requested. Okay. What are the other information? So this is the point. Here, otherwise you will forget. If you don't write it down in your pad or the paper, or if you have not noted down in the any document, then you will forget this information to follow up. So always first read the case. The best practice is to process the case is the first read the source document, write down the missing information initially, Then when you are simultaneously, when you're working with the case, also write down the missing information, which is important to evaluate the case. Okay. Done. Then which are the other drugs we have apart from the Micardis or telmisartan?
Neurobion for
Niruban for Niruban for. So here, what information is missing? We didn't put the indication. What is the indication for the Micardis telmisartan? Is it reported here in the source document? Why the patient is taking the telmisartan?
Hypertension.
For
Hyper?
for
hypertension.
hypertension.
Okay, we will write it as a hypertension here. Where here? So the indication for telmisartan is the hypertension. Clear? So if you want to add the second drug, how you will add? You will click on the plus sign here.
Click
to add
on
the
the
new drug.
plus sign, sir.
Okay, yeah. So here we will add neurobion 4. Neurobion 4.
They're in capital letter.
Yeah, in capital letter, we can write in capital letters. Where we will write in capital letters? In case of brand name. So first name here you can write neurobion.
It's a brand
That
name.
writing the case narrative. Actually, in the lab, here you can click the WHO drug dictionary and type the neurobion 4. It will give you. You can click on the. You can select that drug. Okay. So we don't have any other information on this drug. Do we have the indication for neurobion 4? No, right? Then what else? We will go for the next tab. Next tab is for the event. What may be the events here?
Nausea and vomiting.
Nausea and vomiting.
Only nausea and vomiting. Nausea and only nausea and vomiting, or any other event we can write. Any other information about the nausea and vomiting?
So regarding the product, we can write.
Yeah, product quality complaint also is an event, right?
Yes, sir.
Product quality complaints are not the events. So what are the other events?
Color change and moisture on tablet.
Color change. Sorry. One is color change. The other one is moisture on the tablet. So it is not taking. We will write the color change. So let's find out here. Okay.